What's up, everybody? It's Andrew coming back at you with another episode from the Jaguar podcast. In today's episode, I'm going to be talking about how we need to part ways with head coach Urban Meyer and general manager Trent Baalke. So let's get into it. It's been an interesting week for the Jacksonville Jaguars franchise, to say the least. Urban Meyer in the news again. What a surprise. Oh, shocker. A video was released last Saturday of Urban Meyer seen, in his own bar or restaurant with a young girl grinding up on him. Looks like he's having a good time. May have been intoxicated. Who knows? But this bar was in, I believe it was in Ohio, Columbus, Ohio. So, this video is all over the internet now. A little bit inappropriate, to say the least. A couple of different videos, different angles. I'm not going to show it. You guys can go find it on the internet. But, inappropriate behavior by Urban Meyer. And not to mention, he's also married, by the way. His wife, Shelly. I'm sure she saw the video. And I don't know what their relationship's like, but I'm sure the discussion after that at home between Urban and Shelly and the family must have been interesting. I would love to have been a fly on the wall for that conversation, but look, it was also released afterwards that Urban Meyer apparently was not on the flight back to Jacksonville. That's a pretty standard protocol for the head coach to be on the flight back and to, get back to Jacksonville, prep for the game, and to kind of, do post-mortem on the game and dissect it. But that didn't happen. I don't know if they watched film either. I don't know if he gave the whole team the weekend off. But, man, they are going to have a tough game against the Tennessee Titans. They're going to be licking their chops after the loss against the Jets last week. So the Jags are going to have to get prepped. And the fact that, Urban wasn't even back on the flight, talking it over with his staff or the players is concerning. Lack of leadership, definitely a lack of work ethic there. Looks like Urban's just kind of doing his own thing, being a free agent. And that's just kind of what it looks like to me, honestly. Then Shad Khan goes on to release this statement officially from the Jaguars. I'll read it out to you guys. I have addressed this matter with Urban. Specifics of our conversation will be held in confidence. What I will say is his conduct last weekend was inexcusable. I appreciate Urban's remorse, which I believe is sincere. Now he must regain our trust and respect. That will require a personal commitment from Urban to everyone who supports, represents, or plays from our team. I am confident he will deliver. So there is a couple of angles here that I want to talk about. Angles or approaches by the front office in dealing with this matter. The first approach could be that, Shad Khan's could be digging his heels in. He could be, saying, hey, I'm going to support Urban. I'm going to, ride it out and see what happens. And I hope that's not the approach given Urban Meyer's past, but that may be the approach from Shad Khan. The second angle could be, I'm going to fire him. Shad may fire him, and there's some keywords in there: inexcusable, or regain our trust and respect. Those are kind of two key words and phrases, and specifically relate to the contractual agreement that Urban Meyer has with the franchise. And they could be, trying to just formally document this publicly so that they can find an angle to fire him and not have to pay him out his entire contract. And then there could be another angle that Shad Khan is kind of working, and that could be, he's not really sure what he's going to do yet. He's kind of keeping the door open. We'll see how the team plays against the Titans. If they get drummed, maybe he just uses this as kind of a token in his pocket and pulls it out and cashes it in after that. If the outrage is crazy enough, or all over the place, and Jags fans are just, looking for Urban's head. So those are kind of the three approaches. I see kind of Shad working with this situation, but how can you trust this guy, Urban Meyer? I mean, he's just, he has the nickname Urban Liar for a reason. Let's take a look at what he said following the video that was leaked on Saturday.
Can you explain the viral video from your place over the weekend?
Yeah, I just apologize to the team and staff and for being a distraction, just stupid. And so I explained everything that happened and owned it, and just stupid. Should not have myself in that kind of position.
Urban, did you fly back with the team, or did you stay in?
No, I stayed to see the grandkids, and we all went to dinner that night at the restaurant, and then there's a big group next to our restaurant, and they wanted me to come over and take pictures, and I did. And they were trying to pull me out on the dance floor, screwing around, and I should have left.
All right, so Urban, we see him in this press conference, not looking at the camera, looking down. That's a sign of weakness. I can't believe anything this guy says anymore. He said it was stupid for being there, that he some group wanted him to go over to I don't know, if he said it was his partner's restaurant or another facility. Who knows where he was? I mean, they say that he was at his own restaurant, but who knows? I mean, this guy's all over the place. And then he starts to bring Trevor Lawrence into this situation. He starts talking about advice that he gave Trevor Lawrence for his bachelor party in Las Vegas. Check this out.
How did the team react? I mean, they're probably pretty reactionary, or how did they take it, your apology?
Well, I've always been so defensive of them. I remember when Trevor told me he was going to go to Vegas for his bachelor party. I mean, I was just, my gosh, man, be careful and surround yourself, and because I've seen this happen.
Yeah, so crazy. Brings up Trevor Lawrence, brings Trevor Lawrence into this mess. Trevor Lawrence is probably like, what the hell, Urban? Why are you bringing me into this mess? And what's even crazier and hypocritical on Urban Meyer's part is he didn't even follow his own advice that he gave Trevor Lawrence. So, it's just ridiculous. Apparently, Urban was like given leadership classes at Ohio State, or like co-teaching a leadership class. Oh my gosh, guys, it's so ridiculous. I mean, he's forgotten, the easiest leadership principle that's out there. It's called lead by example. It's pretty basic, and he's just not doing it. I mean, it's just one thing after another with this guy. Since he's been brought into Jacksonville, the Chris Doyle situation, the Tim Tebow situation, a guy who shouldn't have been here, paid him $1 million for what? Total waste of time. The quarterback controversy with Gardner Minshew and Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence goes on to lose reps, key reps that he could have needed, coming into week one, maybe a better performance there, but that was a total waste. And then Minshew gets traded out of there for a lousy 6th-round pick. Total mess. Not to mention, in the beginning of the preseason, the NFLPA fines for, having contact practices, and then Vaxgate, which I did a video on. It's just one thing after another, guys. We got to get rid of him. We got to cut the cord. Got to get rid of Urban Meyer. Enough's enough. I just hope he doesn't corrupt Trevor Lawrence. At this point, it's a dumpster fire, and that's kind of how I feel about it. Not good stuff coming out of the locker room. I think Urban's lost the locker room. There's been some stuff that Michael Silver, a reporter, has tweeted, regarding the Jacksonville locker room, how Urban apparently canceled meetings, didn't really even address the team as a unit. He just did, kind of address the team in, position groups, and was kind of scared apparently, and didn't want to face the team. And guys, it's just, I think we gotta cut our losses here and part ways with Urban Meyer. And now, getting to my next topic is Trent Baalke. Definitely a guy we need to part ways with. GM, interim GM that we held onto from last season, and he replaced Dave Caldwell. I don't know if, honestly, at this point, we would have been better just holding on to Dave Caldwell. Trent Baalke's got an awful draft record. I don't think many of his players are even left in the league. Pissed off Jim Harbaugh, destroyed that organization, and then came over to Jacksonville, and now he's purging the roster, getting rid of, Sidney Jones, trading away Gardner Minshew for a lousy 6th-round pick, trading away C.J. Henderson. I mean, the list goes on, and he also signed off on the Chris Doyle hiring as well, and the whole Tim Tebow situation, because he's the head of player personnel, and Urban said that he vetted the Chris Doyle hiring. Hiring a performance strength and conditioning coach that had a history of being a racist with Iowa, and then had this crazy settlement, was paid out $1 million. So, yeah, guys, it's not going well. I think it's time we move on from Urban Meyer and Trent Baalke. It's a dumpster fire. We need to put the dumpster fire out, and we need to move on. But let me know how you feel about this situation. Should we fire Urban Meyer and Trent Baalke? I think we should. Put Charlie Strong in there as the interim head coach, and let's look for somebody at the head coaching position or the GM position as well. So leave me a comment on the YouTube video or podcast episode. Subscribe to the channel as always, guys. Stay safe, stay sane, stay healthy. Go Jags, and I'll see you next time.
Duval! What's up, everybody? It's Andrew from the Jaguar Podcast. Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, there's more content over here. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel as always. And remember, this is a podcast, so you can find this pretty much wherever you find podcasts. There I'll be doing interviews of current and former Jaguars players, including Joe Schobert, DeJuan Smoot, Shaq Quarterman, etc. And I also do interviews of former Jaguars players, including Natron Means, Jimmy Smith, Tom McManus, etc. So be sure to check out the podcast, subscribe to it, stay safe, stay sane, stay healthy, go Jags, and I'll see you next time.